If you love Five Nights at Freddy's, like me, and you tend to watch some old source filmmaker animations, particularly those by the Hottest Dog, you would see the use of smaller eye textures on some of the FNAF characters. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to do just that. For starters, be sure you already have your character ready so that you can render their eyes. From there, you would have Source Filmmaker on a separate tab with Steam on the other, with the app of Source Filmmaker open. From there, you would right-click and then hover down to Manage, and then from there, you would go to Browse Local Files. This would allow you to edit the character's main textures. When you open this file, you're going to want to click Game, Workshop, Materials, and then you go to find Models. And then from there, you would find the certain model that you are using. For this version of Foxy that I am using, this one was created by Rob Gamings and Rin Fox. You can find them on Steam if you want to download it for yourself. You basically want to find all the files that connect to the model. From there, you would edit the model itself. So, we now have seen Foxy's file, and you have all these different files. As you can see here, you have the IVTF and the IVMT. VMT, that is not the one we want to edit. We want to always go for VTF because that is the texture of the model. It's very important that you only edit the VTF file. Now we're going to get into it. So first, you want to click the IVTF and make a new file. We make this copy of the original file so that way it can be restored if anything were to go wrong. And then from there, you could start all over. So from here, we would add the new folder, and you can name it however you want. But for mine, we're going to say Foxy I Small, just so we know that this is the one that is going to contain the file that will be the texture that you want for the model. From there, you would go back to the original model's files, and then click on the IVTF file and make a copy. And then once you have that copy made, then just paste it into the new folder, and then you're done from there. From there, you go to this thing called VTF Edit. This is where you are going to make your eye texture. If you don't have it downloaded yet, you can find it off of the Valve community, and there should be a link. From there, once you downloaded it, you can now see the eye texture that you would import into the VT Edit. You would take the VTF file that you want to change, and you should be able to import it into the VTF Edit. From there, you can make it into an image, and then once that image is made, simply export it as a PNG. This is what an image is going to be. This is going to be the image that we are going to edit later on in Photoshop. Once you have the desired image that you have as the PNG, you can see it clearly here. Go to Photoshop and then edit it from there. Once you have your image in Photoshop, simply remove the white background. And I always use the Adobe Photoshop, but I will send you the link if you can't find it for yourself. However, before you move the background, try to take the image and shrink it. That way it'll appear smaller than it actually is. And then from there, you would remove the background. And there you go. Now you have only your iris and your pupil and all the other stuff. So from there, you would download it on your computer. Be sure to find a safe space for it to be. And remember that it's PNG. And be sure to rename it as well, because sometimes it tends to not take it if it's on a certain name. From there, you would see your newly photoshopped eye, and then from there, you can start the process in inserting it into Source Filmmaker. Once you have your new eye texture set up, go back to VT Edit, and then import the new image from there. Now that you have your eye in the VT Edit, simply go up and save, and remember, it has to be a VTF file in order for it to work. From here, you can name the file whatever you want. So I just went for I Small, and now that I know that I have it, I can go back to the file to where I saved it, From there, you can take your newly exported file and put it back into the character sheet. Now be sure that you have removed the previous one so that way it doesn't get glitched up. And now we have our newly edited Foxy with the smaller eyes. So, a funny thing that I discovered while I was making this tutorial, since I did it in a weirder way than last time, I have recently discovered that you can change these textures at will if a certain skin type is selected. So to reverse it, you would simply just put back the old copy of the original eye texture that you made and then remove the new one that you placed in. And now our Foxy's back to normal. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss a video like this one. Alright, see y'all later.